Hello dear viewers, how are you everybody? I expect that all of you are very fine and you are learning spoken English by this YouTube channel, isn't it? Oh, absolutely right, because this is one of the greatest platforms where you will get more than 300 video lessons for spoken English and English grammatical terms. So today I have been in front of you with another important video lessons for improving your spoken English, and because this is the time of English and without knowing quality English language you will not be able to cope with the advanced world. If you want to take higher education, if you want to take qualified job, if you want to go to abroad, you will have to learn English language, correct English language before going there or before going to take the job. So today I will share my experience, how I have learned spoken English, how I have learned correct English grammatical terms, how I have learned my freehand writing skill. Therefore, skills of learning is in English language. So today I will share how I have learned spoken English, how I have learned my freehand writing skills. So let's get started our today's lesson. Here I have written some points what I have done to control English language. This is the language which is called international language. So you will have to learn this language must. So here I have written 7 points by which I have been this stage in front of you, and I have gained my fluency in English language by applying these tricks, by applying these strategies. First here vocabulary, and vocabulary is we will get vocabulary from dictionary. Any standard dictionary is called the storehouse of vocabularies of English language. So if you are new learners, you can buy a dictionary which will be easy from English to your mother tongue. And if you are expert and if you are something expert in English language, you can buy a dictionary which will be English to English, and that is perfect English dictionary, English to English. But if you are new learner, you can buy a dictionary which will be English to your mother tongue. That mother tongue can be Hindi, mother tongue can be Urdu, mother tongue can be Bengali, mother tongue can be Sinhalese, every other language. But first you will have to enrich your vocabulary to be expert in English language. So my first strategy was buying a dictionary. After completing my SSC examination, I sat with a dictionary and I thoroughly memorized the dictionary for enriching my vocabulary store. And you can take a target, you can take a goal that you will memorize for 5 or 10 pages in a day. If you are free from your regular works, you can take a target or you can take a goal, you can take an aim that you will memorize more than 20 pages as you like. But first, to control English language, you will have to take a dictionary and you will have to enrich your vocabulary. Without enriching your vocabulary, it's impossible for a learner to learn a language which will be your second language, but mother tongue is different from others. So first point is to enrich your vocabulary, and you can enrich your vocabulary by taking help from any standard dictionary. Second here, basic grammar. Basic grammar is must to be correct in your spoken and in your written. But in spoken English, grammatical terms is not strictly maintained. If you say he go to market is clear in spoken English. If you say he goes to market, it's also clear. In spoken English, if you can express your feelings to the listeners, and if your speech is understandable to the listeners is correct, and in written English you will have to maintain the rules of grammatical terms. So, you will have to learn basic grammar to be correct in your writing, and in your advanced level of spoken English you will have to understand, you will have to learn basic grammatical terms. So, I have learned basic grammatical terms, but I have learned first, I have enriched my vocabulary store, then I have learned basic grammatical terms. Number third, writing in English creative. When I enriched my vocabulary and I have also learned basic grammatical terms, then I approach to write anything in English, that is called creative. I always tried to write anything in English by myself, by my own memory. That's the main strategy to be expert in free handwriting skills. You will have to write, or you will have to create English sentences for developing your writing skill. So, I applied this strategy to write anything in English by myself, and you will have to try to be expert in free handwriting. Then number 4, reading any English topic with meaning. That's the main point, to be enriched your vocabulary. If you read anything in English with the meaning of your mother tongue, it will be permanent in your mind, because if you cannot relate the second language with your mother tongue, that learning will never be permanent. So, I have applied this strategy that I will read anything in English, any topic of English related to my mother tongue, and I have gained this stage by applying this strategy that I read any English topic with the meaning of my mother tongue, that is Bengali. So, if you want to enrich your vocabulary, if you want to be expert in English language, you will have to read any English topic with the meaning of your mother tongue. So, this is my 4th strategy to be expert in English language. Then number 5, practicing without carrying mistakes. There are some students, there are some learners who feel shy, who feel very much ashamed to speak English, to read English, to write English by himself or herself. But that's your main mistake, that's your main fault, that's your main shortcomings, that's your main shortage, for which you are not expert in spoken English, in English language also. So, if you are afraid of your mistakes, you will never be able to control English language. Mistakes can be happened. Mistakes means human being. Human being is not out of error. So, every moment we are making mistakes, but we don't care for that. But in spoken English, in learning English language, we are very much careful. If I make any mistakes, the neighbors or my friends, my colleagues will be laughing at me, but you should not care for that. If you want to control English language, this language is not our first language, not our mother tongue. You will make several mistakes, but you will learn from mistakes. Mistakes will help you to be correct. If you have no error, if you have no mistakes, you are not a human being. Human being is not out of any mistake. So, practice spoken English, practice free handwriting English without caring mistakes. If you make several mistakes, you don't care for that. If you make mistakes more than your correct English words or English sentences, you should not bother about that. You should not worry about that. You should not be ashamed of that, because you are learning. So, learners can make mistakes. We are learners at the end of our life. So, every moment we can make mistakes, we should make mistakes. So, if you are very much worried about your mistakes, you will never be able to learn the second language, learn the international language. So, practice makes a man perfect. You should practice English language in writing, reading and listening, also speaking without caring your mistakes. You will don't care your mistakes whatever your friends or colleagues think about you, you will not be worried about them. You will just practice your speaking, your writing, your listening, your reading. You will never stop your 4 skills to be developed and to improve. So, my 5th strategy was practicing without caring mistakes. I didn't care for anything, I didn't care for others. I always tried my level best to speak or to write thoroughly and continuously fluently, and I have been successful. And by applying this strategy by which I have been successful, you will also be successful if you can apply these strategies. And if you really want to learn spoken English, learn English language, learn international language, you will have to apply these strategies first. Then number 6th strategy is making partner. If you want to practice English language, you will have to make a partner. But at first, if you don't find your partner, you can practice with yourself. How is it possible? You can stand in front of your class, you can practice with yourself. But in written English, you can take help from your teachers or from any expert who is expert in English language. But you will have to make a partner to practice your English language or English written with that partner. So, my 6th strategy was that I made a partner, but my first partner was me. First partner, your first partner is only you, because others can make fun with you. So, that making fun can demolish you, can hamper your learning. That is why you will have to make partner with yourself first. Then when you will be something, or if you are little bit expert in spoken English or English language, you can make partners with others. So, making partner is important to practice English language. Then number 7, following or copying someone. In our daily life, we are always copying someone or something or somebody else. So, in English language, you will have to copy someone. There are 2 types of English language in modern time, British and American. If at the very beginning of your learning, you cannot follow British or American else. So, at the very beginning of your learning, you will have to try to learn simple English. Then when you will be little bit expert in English language, you can follow British or American. But in our neighboring country, India, most of the speakers use very simple and lucid language. You can follow one of the speakers of Indian country or Indian subcontinent or any particular state or particular continent of India. There are several expert speakers from whom you can take help, and you can copy those speakers to be expert in English language. So, these were my 7th strategies by which I have been successful in speaking English, in written English, in reading and listening also. So, I have shared with you so that you can be successful also. And this is my target, this is my goal, that those who have subscribed my YouTube channel, those who are watching the video lessons of this YouTube channel should be benefited and must be benefited by the YouTube video lessons of this YouTube channel. And I am trying my level best to make you understand for which you have subscribed this YouTube channel. So, today I would like to finish here, and if you are a new visitor here, you must subscribe this YouTube channel and you will have to keep the bell button on, so that you don't miss any updated video lesson of this YouTube channel. So, I want to finish here. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all.